kidding. We're actually going to shut this off. What do you guys think so far? You like the Halloween setup? Hopefully you do. It's not fully finished yet. I still got some LEDs I'm going to put up in the corner here. I'm going to decorate more of this side. I'm also going to be filling up these, and then that'll be the most of it. So I'm almost done with the Halloweenified thing in TV office here. So hopefully it's nice at the end. Hopefully you like it. I bought this for like 21 bucks. So worth it. It was so cool. I mean, look at this thing, guys. It's a bucket, a candy bucket. It's fucking cool. Okay, as you guys saw the title, today we're going to be reviewing Creature Commandos, and apparently I had no idea until I saw it. It is actually canon to the DCU, which is James Gunn's new DCU. And I gotta say, I am a huge fan of James Gunn. Probably my favorite director out there. And he knows how to take unknown characters, bring them together, and make them actually likable. And that shows here in this show as well. But I was kind of skeptical going in. Because, one, it was animated. I didn't know how that was going to sit with me. I don't think I've ever seen a franchise that I can think of off the top of my head that has been canon to an animated film to a real life movie. So maybe Spider-Verse, because across the Spider-Verse they kind of made the others canon. I don't know if you call that canon or not, but I've never seen that. So it was such a weird thing going in that I was just kind of skeptical. I had a good feeling that maybe it wasn't going to be as good as I thought it was. And I gotta say, guys, first 2 episodes didn't sit well with me. I was like, okay, this is kind of basic. I'm not invested in the story. And the rest of the show was phenomenal. I actually really like this show. I definitely think that it helps with the length of these episodes. They're not like 40 minutes long. They're like maybe 30 minutes tops. And right now I'm watching Peacemaker Season 2, and I've been doing like little small reviews on it. And so far, everything in the DCU has been absolute banging material. Like, awesome. Good shit. That sounded wrong. You know what I meant. And Superman, one of my favorite comic book movies of all time, shockingly, because I don't like Superman that much, but now I'm a huge fan because James Gunn made him Superman, if that makes sense. And then there's Peacemaker. Great show. The first season isn't really canon. I mean, it still happened, but it's different. You guys have to watch season 2 in order to know what I'm talking about. If you know, you know. But Peacemaker is one of my all-time favorite superhero shows or supervillain shows. Awesome show. And season 2, oh my god, might just be better than season 1. Maybe not, but just as good as season 1. And knowing this, I was like, okay, well, Creature Commandos, I know it's going to be an okay show at best, but yeah, guys, I did not know it was going to be this good. I love the animation style, first of all, and I love how they didn't just replace the voice actors with different actors. They actually have like the people that play these characters in the movies voice the characters, which helps and not just me, but anybody who doesn't know that this is canon. I guarantee it, you could watch the first episode of this show and be like, oh shit, this is canon to the new DC universe. Okay, so that makes sense. And you would only know that because, one, it brings up past events of what happened, and because of the voice cast. And the voice cast really strong in here. You get to see characters that I really, really wish we would have saw in live action, but I guess James Gunn said because of this show's budget, it would be too much of a budget to do in real life. But I disagree. I think this could have worked in live action, but I mean, I still like it animated. It's still pretty cool. There's a lot of cool characters, and one pet peeve I had with this show, and this is probably it. The first 2 episodes were kind of paced pretty bad, and I just wasn't feeling it. Episode 3 got me kind of sucked more into the story, but there are random origin stories kind of slipped in, and you're just wanting to continue the story that you're so invested into it, and then you get like this random flashback of this character's backstory, and then it kind of catches you off guard. For me, it did at least, and you're just like, oh come on, really? You cut the story just to have a backstory? Like, why didn't you start with these backstories to begin with? So that was a little irritating, but knowing James Gunn, he still does a really good job about getting you in the feels with these characters. Weasel is in this from the Suicide Squad, and oh god, what a tragic backstory. I did not expect that at all. You guys know, seen this, I'm not going to spoil it, but wow. He's actually really not the villain. So I really like what they did with Weasel. I didn't like that character at all in the Suicide Squad. I thought he was ugly as fuck, and I thought he was just a throwaway character, but it actually made me manage to like Weasel. And there is a twist in this show. There's two of them that reveal who the actual bad guys are, and it got me. I was like, oh shit, okay, that's pretty crazy. So yeah, it's a cool show. There are more origin stories that I like more than others. Just my favorite character personally out of the show is Dr. Phosphorus. Hopefully I'm pronouncing that right. Hopefully I'm not butchering that. Now, I am a huge fan of Blight, and I thought they were the same character, but they're not. I guess Derek Powers, which is Blight, he's like a future version of Dr. Phosphorus, and I love the Batman Beyond show. And Blight was such a cool character to me. I fucking loved it. Such a cool character. And I thought these were the same two characters for the longest time. And I gotta say, even though I love Blight, I think I like Dr. Phosphorus more. I think they give him more of a story in here, and he's just a badass character. And the TVMA rating fucking sells it, man. I mean, this character I don't think could work at all in a PG-13 movie. I mean, he'd be watered down, but in the show, he's like freaking putting acid through his fist through people's hearts. He's fucking ripping off heads. He is brutal in this show, and one of my favorite characters of the show. Probably my favorite. I really liked Dr. Phosphorus. I think he was very well cast, voice cast. Very good story, as with Derek Powers in the Batman Beyond show. Blight is more just an angry businessman, and he doesn't really have that much development. He's just kind of a badass. But here, you get the story, you get the tragedy, and you get the badassery. So I think that actually makes him a little bit better than Blight now. So, which is unfortunate, because I feel really stupid not knowing that they were two different characters. I guess the artist who made Blight actually took inspiration from Dr. Phosphorus, so that I can definitely see. Other characters like Frankenstein, voiced by David Harbour, perfect casting, oh my god. Even though he's not in it that much, I think he's a very good side character. I think he's very compelling as a character. It's kind of fucked up, his backstory, because you actually feel for him. And his bride was kind of manipulated into it, which is another character, was a badass. There was this fish girl that was really, really cool. Also kind of innocent. But some of these characters have done really, really bad stuff. And at the same time, these people have done really, really good stuff and are kind of outcast and got wrongfully convicted, which I appreciate. Taking somebody who's like that and has done innocent things and they end up being in a place like Arkham Asylum, that sucks. But also what makes it more impressive is making a shitty character that has murdered tons of people and making them kind of sympathetic and likable. I think that's impressive, and James Gunn does that here. I think he did a really good job with balancing these characters. I feel like some episodes you were on the edge of your seat. You really didn't know who was gonna die, because this is basically like Suicide Squad, just with fucking monsters. Which, if you put that in a statement alone, that'll get people like, oh, this is gonna be cool, such a cool idea. And it is. I think this show is pretty good. So I'm gonna give it a golden TV. I think the action scenes are very well done. The animation's very well done. I think the first 2 episodes might be a drag for some people. It was for me, but trust me on this, you're going to like this show. I definitely think it deserves like the 90% it has on Rotten Tomatoes. I don't know what it has. I know it's in the 90s though. Such a good show. I actually really liked it, and I was shocked because I didn't think I was gonna like it that much. I just thought it was gonna be like, okay, cool, next show. You know what I mean? And I'm glad I took the time to sit down and actually watch this show because, yeah, there's some stuff that I understand now about Peacemaker season 2. So yeah, this is canon as just about as Peacemaker and Superman. So good show, good show. So anyway, guys, thank you for tuning in, watching my videos, and I'll see you on the next one. Peace.